Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the Maypole Farm map for Farm Sim 25. Yeah, we have a dog. I didn't get him. He was here. I had no idea. Well, apparently he likes gravel more than kibbles, but you know, dog's a man's best friend, and we all know men are pretty weird. Well, me included, being one, but you know. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing this. So it's time to finish that contract by dumping the grain. The harvester's all finished. Everything's in here. We ended up with a grand total of 14,414. That's a lot of ones and fours. So let's see how much of it we get to keep. Fill in the last 20% of the contract and go. Long way to go to dump this too. Wow. And there we go. Numbers go up, 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 up. What do we get? Yeah, not bad. I mean, it was a pretty small amount. So a couple of $1,000, I can deal with that. That's not too shabby at all. Not at all. Okay, now let's stop and have a look at the big picture, because we need to go. Where are we? Oh, right, we're up there. We just need to, yeah, follow this along. No problemo. Hope everybody's doing well. It is the same day as yesterday's episode. So there you go. It is the 5th of July. Indeed. Kind of a cloudy, overcast day out there today here on the beautiful Sunshine Coast of BC, Canada. But, no rain. Unfortunately, we could actually use a little bit of a damping down. You know, just sort of sit the dust back in its place. That sort of thing. It's going to be a long haul home. We're on kind of the aways from our farmest on the map we could be. In fact, I have no idea where the heck I'm... Oh, there. That was a good time to stop and take stock of the world. Alright, so we're harvesting that field there. And a contract. There's not a lot of extra room on that field, so I parked our harvester here just so I could get the head on it. This is one of the other farms you can buy, if you don't want to start on the one we started on. So, same sort of thing, bale storage, lots of garaging. It's actually a little more open. I kind of like the layout a lot more. Wow. It's actually room to drive around. Nice. What do they got hiding back here? I think that would be I don't know. Hard to tell from that side. Ah, pigs. I do believe that's a pig lay pen. Yeah, this is actually not a bad little farm. But anyway, we're not here to ogle the neighbor's goods. Sort of thing is generally frowned upon, frankly. So, we are here to harvest one of their fields. So let's go and get on that. I believe this is oats. Oop, we were unfolded. My apologies. Alright, don't know if he wants straw, but we're giving him straw. Eventually. There we go. Look at that. This one's worth a little more money. The first contract was only about 6. This one's just over 8. That's in thousands of dollaros. drachma, yen, whatever it is we're supposed to be making here. Starting getting a little bit off course there. Now I'm pretty sure as long as we didn't finish the field, if we wanted to, we could come down and gather up this straw. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Although maybe not too. That might have been, we might have only had that capability due to a mod. And as I said, I believe the only contract-related mods I have are the refresh contracts. So, and yeah, that's just so that we don't have to, hopefully, I should say, don't have to wait days for, you know, another contract to come up that's worth our while. Because we will need it for the first little while between settling up our account and purchasing what we've purchased to this this stage. We didn't have a lot left. Now we do have a field we're going to sell, of course, pretty ricky tick, so there's that. So we're a good, I think, 130,000 above what the numbers currently show. We just need to pull the crop off it so we can get rid of it. Fill rate's not too quick for oats. I thought we'd be getting a lot fuller a lot quicker. Yeah, I'd hate to bring a baler and trailer and all that crap all the way down here only to find out we wouldn't be able to take the stuff. Because I think, like I said, that might have been just another contract mod. You know, improved contracts or something like that. There are a couple of them on the hub. Whoop. A little bit spinny there on the corner we did. Okay, so that's 2. That should be enough to get us going on the back and forth thing pretty easy. Oops. I just made a mess. I should have waited for that to straighten itself up. Oh well. Oh well. How are we doing? Do we got enough room to do it yet? Barely. Spit that out in the woods. No? Okay. Oh, right there instead? Bugger. Is this actually the lengthwise? I guess it is. Cool. Bump, 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 bump. Ugh. threw us off just enough that we hit the tree. Just still a bit tight, eh? Might need our third headland up here. I'm just going to go straight through. I think I narrowed it enough the last time to be able to do that. There we go, look at that. Even it all out, come right up on the other line. And beautiful. Alright, let's get this third one down. Oh, so close. At least we know we just need to tab once no matter what, because we only have 2 vehicles. Ah, yeah. The joy of UK farms. There we are. But I guess if you live in a country that's not much bigger than one of our provinces in this country, you tend to use the space you have, you know. Although, to a degree, it's also the place that invented the most useless use of space in the universe. The yard. Well, not the yard itself, but that bizarre stuff we tend to cover it in, i.e. grass. So, yeah, I'm not a fan. I think it's a stupid, outdated tradition. It was mean and spiteful when it was invented, and it was invented mainly just to be mean and spiteful. And it makes as much sense these days as it did back then, you know? Except now nobody benefits. Well, I suppose if you're a yard care company, make, you know, herbicides and pesticides or something, or lawnmowers, as far as that goes, I guess lawnmowers would count. You know, weed eaters, freaking leaf blowers, oh man. Congrats on making it so that people don't know how to use a broom, by the way. Not to say they know how to use the leaf blowers either. I'm surprised how many people I've seen out there trying to blow leaves off wet pavement. It's like, you know, if you really hate yourself that much, I'm sure there's other self-flagellations that would be a little less public, right? Just, what's the matter with you? Whoa. Jeez, Bambi, are you nuts? So this was the only other decent harvesting contract that was here at the moment. We'll see. I'll click the refresh thing on it at some point, and we'll see if we can't get something else going. As I said, we're only going to have one day of, you know... well, maybe some of them will be a little longer than that, but for the most part, that's all we're going to end up with for harvestable contracts. And I do notice the money difference on the contracts not having the other mods installed, because we were making far better money. You know, this field probably would have net us 12 instead of 8. Not that I'm complaining about 8, you know, between this and the other one, that's That's darn near the price of the header for our combine. So tall helps. We definitely have room to turn around at that end with 3 headrows. So how are we doing here? 73%. Doesn't seem to be one of those really high yielding maps. Although I suppose you also have to consider that more than likely there was no plowing, liming, probably single fertilizing, all of that stuff. As it is a stock game field, not something we worked on. I'm hoping anyway, because I expected the low numbers from canola, but I thought we would, you know, be doing 3 rows and emptying this thing out when it came to oats. So yesterday I started my annual mini painting spree here in the apartment. See, it's because of where my apartment is located on the building. Well, the fact that we have a mountain right across from the other side of the parking lot. One side of my apartment never gets any sunshine, and the other side only half the apartment does. So it gets a lot of sunshine, but only half of it, and only, you know, whoops, I think we're done. So the problem with that is, living in such a moist environment, i.e. mere blocks from one of the largest bodies of water on the planet, we tend to get a lot of mold. So every year I pick whatever's the worst affected from the previous winter, well, spring, winter, and fall, really, and repaint, you know, clean and repaint any surfaces that have been affected by mold. So this year it was actually my bedroom. Window was pretty bad, which sucks because both of the cats like to, you know, before I get up in the morning, go perch up there and look out the window, or, you know, catch the early birds, as it were, like literally the early morning birds. They like to sit up there and watch them come out of their nightly sleep and start chirping and flirting and doing whatever it is little birdies do at that time of the day. So yeah, it's going to be my bedroom and the bathroom, I think, this year. I mean, it's not super severe, but that's because, well, you know, I'm constantly going around and fixing the issue. But I know, for instance, the fellow that used to live downstairs, I could see two of his windows from outside down behind my place. In fact, one's right below my catio. And yeah, this guy's alright, but the one that was living in there for years before that, it was literally the window. You couldn't see through it anymore. It was just black with mold. So I have no idea what the walls and stuff looked like. They must have been even worse. When I was assistant manager in this place, when we had managers, whenever an apartment went empty, we used to go in and paint any of the spots that looked like they'd ever molded with Killix paint before we painted, so that there wouldn't be as much of a chance. But that's been years again, so, and there's been zero maintenance for the past 2 or 3 years. In fact, I think, rumor has it, that the building's been sold again. And if it has been, well, good for the last owners, because, yeah, their great plans just weren't working out. And I'm sure they were happy as could be to be shed of the place. So we'll have to see what happens from here. Well, I think we're probably, judging by what we've done so far, going to get the rest of the crop into the harvester this go around. Cool. I don't know that it's all going to fit in the trailer. Whoops, I keep forgetting. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like anybody's going to actually collect it. Well, there might be. Maybe this will turn into a baling contract. Although I don't think it works that way. You know. And I think even if I hadn't left a straw swath, this could still have been a baling contract, you know what I mean? Like the game would simply put rows of straw in. Right. Whoa, that's quite the bump. Gave me quite the kick to the side. Pretty quick here, the rows are going to get shorter and they'll be faster. And yeah, it'll definitely all fit in here, I just don't know if it's all going to fit in the trailer. Oh, there we are. There's our first shortened row. Not by much, but it counts. To me. Oops. Sorry. Keep missing patches here. Not doing an even row, I guess. We got 1 more percent to go, and then it'll just be counting crop to finish. Seems to be a standard on all the fields. 80% of it is the amount of crop cut, and the other 20% is the amount of crop delivered. At least that's a pattern I've noticed. And, wow, that's pretty close to filling it up, isn't it? Let's grab the little blobs we missed. Because every little extra bit that goes into our pocket, they're only expecting so much crop. Like I said, the rest of it is goodie for us. There we go. I think that's the only bits I missed. So, let's see how much of it's going to fit in that trailer. All of it. Nice. And there we are. 80%. I don't think there's actually room to turn around in here, that's why I'm doing it this way. Backing it in, which I think is fine anyway. Whoops, not quite on the money there. That's better. Close enough. Close enough. Let's get her up nice and tight. That's it. I wonder where all that front part goes that it takes off of there. Here, let's put our little snuffle board away. There we go. Swather, I guess, is probably what it would be. Since if you turn it on, it makes swaths. If you put it away, it doesn't. Alright, now, let's look at a couple of things, shall we? Saving content. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, it's not the one I'm on, is it? Harvesting. Eesh, that's not very good. $8,000 baling. Oh, round bales. Of course it is. Oh, so is the $5,000 one. Alright, so there's no other harvesting ones at the moment. So, now I've got to somehow make that a corner, so let's start a little more over here. There we go. There we go. Ooh, it's a long way home. Well, I'll tell you what, I won't make you guys sit through that. So let me get off the road a little bit. There we go. Now, you want to get this delivered way down there, eh? Alrighty. Well, there is, I think, only one way out of this place. There we go. So unfortunately you can't drive through here out of the tractor, so you could actually look at all the stuff, but yeah, all you would do is get constantly hit in the face with trees. So what's the point? Alright, it's a little bit further and then we make our turn. There we go. Now does that... See, if that actually cuts all the way across, that would save us so much time. So much time. So... Now don't tell anybody. If you see me pulling out my chainsaw, just look away, okay? Ooh. So far it's better than I thought. See, the building we want is right on the other side of that hedge. Oh, there's a way out. Perfect. Perfect. It's the animal shop. Animal lot. So... Oh, well, that worked out really well. I'm so proud. Our first shortcut of the new map. It's a moment. It's a moment. Alrighty, let's get this tipped. See how many wee bits and bots we get for it. Of course, first 98% go to the people that own the wheat, but you know, we'll get something. Hello, the goats. Ah, I don't remember our goats ever getting that big. Huh. Oh, it's a deer. I was going to say, how did you get out? But that would explain it quite well. Alright. Let's see how we do. That's a good load of oats. $3 grand. So we made $5 grand extra off the 2 contracts, plus the 16,000 they were worth. So not bad. We made over 20 grand today. That's worth it. So, do we want to try that? I could really use those bales. That's kind of why I'm thinking about it, eh? Like, it's going to be a while before we have our own. The harvester and that I might actually just reset to the shop, because it's way closer to our farms than anything else down that end of stuff. I will tell you that for free. Wow, we're really cooking through the diesel. This tractor's not the most efficient thing. But it's not like I went for a small one, is it? And a quick right. And an even quicker left. I gotta jump back on the tractor. I can't see anything from out here. Of course, with that big map in my face, I can't really see much here either. There we go. Yay! Alright, so let's lose the trailer. We just pop it down here. Good. And then I believe we left the baler over here. Let's go give her a try. I know it's a long way to go on a long shot, but heck, if it was a short way to go, it'd be a short shot, right? Maybe even a short, sharp shot. Get the reference? Yes? No? Ah! Too slow. Too slow. Okay. This is just for science, you understand? Well, and greed, but mostly, well, okay, mostly greed. There's no science. It's all greed. Free. Even if it's only possibly free. Possibly the farmer's gonna shoot you, but hey, it's possibly free. Alright. Yeah, I guess there's not really a shorter... No, there's not really a shorter way to do that. Alright. Oh, I need some kind of mappage. Otherwise I'll get lost. There we go. Alright, is it this one? I think it is, isn't it? And... No. No, we want the other one. We're not going down to that place. We're going up to the other one. So we got a ways to go. Let's go. Oh no. A little bit of grass in the baler, but we don't care. It'll mix nicely with the first bundle of straw. Or the big banner across the screen going, "You don't have access to this field. What do you think you're doing?" And of course, I'd kind of have to agree with them, you know. All things considered. Alright, it is this one. And just, well, it'll be just past the harvester, so it's not like it's going to be hard to find. far as I know, it'll be the only harvester parked on the road. So. I would have thought I'd have come across. Oh no, not yet. Very soon, very soon. There it is. Alright, well, we'll know in a moment. We will know in a moment. Alright. So, it's already unfolded. Let's put the sweepy down. Let's turn it on. Yeah. Okay. That was, of course, the the most likely possibility. So there we are. We get nothing. So let's cash in then. So 6K there. Boom. Thank you. And 8,200 for that one. Beautiful. Okay. And let's refresh our contracts, I think. Let's have a quick look here. Yeah. I don't think I actually did anything, did I? No. If it did, it didn't where I wanted it to. Oh my. You should have let me take the straw, dude. That went to heck in a handbasket moments. Let me guess, now you have a weeding contract? Yeah, too bad. Too freaking bad. Well, I'm thinking about it. Where was that? Ah, here we are. Okay. There we go. Now that stuff's 10 times closer to the farm than it was, so good enough. Well, dang, eh? We're not going to get any of that fine straw. Oh well. Oh well, it was a thought. As I said, I figured it was one of the mods that did that. Now, I think I want to swing right here. Yes? No? No. I want to swing to the left, man. To the left. Get rid of that big thing. I can't see a dang thing, man. There we go. Okay. Huh. Well, can I say, at least we're sitting at 85K. And we have 3 more fields to harvest. 2 of them ours and 1 of them temporarily ours. So I think it's this next one that goes to our farm, isn't it? Not this one, the next one to the left. Yep. Cool. Starting to get the hang of it. I mean, I am looking at the little mini map, but still, you know, it's just a bunch of lines and shapes. Here, but species, that's a map. Ah, technicality, I tell you. Alrighty, so very good. Very good indeed. I'm just going to go and put this guy back, because we are going to be needing it right soon. Just got to get the... Oops, I missed it. Crap. Just got to get the harvests... harvests done first, and then we can come back to mowing and such. So yeah, we'll get this guy down to by the second field here. Cut him loose. Now we need to figure out where our little wheat fields are. Just gonna hook you back here. Good. Alright, let's look at our mappo. Excuse me. So it's 33, which is there. What the heck is this? Oh, that's the baler. Oh. Well, looks like that might be the way to get there, at least to 33. And then 64 and 65. Okay. Okie dokie. Here we go. Suppose without traffic, I could probably get away with just driving with the header on the front of the harvester. But there are some pretty tight spaces on this map, so let's just try and do it upright. Oop. Alright. So now, yeah, see, this is just way closer. It doesn't give us any other route to get to our fields though, so it looks like that way through the farm is about the best. Although again, it is pretty tight quarters. So and keep in mind, guys, I'm about a week ahead on uploads. So if you leave a comment on a video and the following video I don't appear to have a clue what you're talking about, or you think I've maybe, you know, you're going, oh, by the way, if you do this, then that works that way. And you think, oh, you're just ignoring it because area's doing it the wrong way again. No, it's just simply that, you know, you're in the future, I'm in the past, and YouTube is somewhere in the middle trying to make it all fit together. So, yeah. What can you say? Alright, this is going to be less than Funbot. There we go. Here, let me get in. You just can't see anything with all these trees and bushes. Yeah, I don't see any other way. Dang. Now we still need to buy the toolkit to do our workshop stuff. And we still... Well, oh, okay, that's not my field, is it? No, this is. Okay. Just wonder what the heck we got growing there. Nothing. None of your business. Okay, are we gonna fit through here? My God, it's tight. Look at that. Hedges and fences and fences and hedges. There we go. And, yeah. Tight spaces. Funny faces. No, I think we're better off going around. Hey, good thing I got rid of that horse thing or whatever the heck it was that was here. Alright, now we need to go down here. And then... we need to go, why the heck did you park the baler right in the middle of the road, you dummy? Around here. Ah, alright, well... Ah, look. There's a way. Oh. Is there, though? I hope there's an entrance onto that field. I mean, there's a road running right by it, so, you know. Why would you not make that the entrance? I don't see the entrance anywhere. Shocking, eh? Alright, how about... we know that's the field. There's not really anywhere. I'm just thinking of where I can put the head on here. Or header, I mean. Okay, there's the entrance right there. So, we can slide it down that way just a little. Give her up the hill. And so gently back down. Here. Don't trash the trailer. Easy. There you go. Nice. Okay. Now, we are going to want full swath, of course, because that's just the kind of crop we have. And, let's do this. Alright, I hope that wasn't as awkward as it looked. Oh boy. Alright. But anyway, people, I think I'm going to call the episode here. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, we know what to do. Please hit that like button. Maybe consider subscribing if you haven't. Have a look down below at the description for some other channels that you may find well worth your time. Other than that, though, have yourselves a great day. Take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.